Now, I'm not going to press you for why or how, but in piecing together those clips, when I've seen all 9 films, was it designed to show interesting things, or when you've seen the whole thing, it tells a story that will make sense?
I think when you've seen the 9 films, that particular thing won't be completely relevant, because that particular, we call it the force back, that could be like a flashback, but the force back was very much designed to be very relevant to the Force Awakens. So if there is stuff in there that is relevant to 8 or 9, I don't know about it, because I don't know those screenplays. I don't know what's happening next. I'm going to be a fan like you, going to watch those in theaters. So you know, when you focus in on that section of the film, I think you see, you do see sort of past, present, and future. And the future that you see for Rey in there, I don't think is episode 8 and 9. It's really the lightsaber fight she's going to have at the end of the film, or, you know, not that we're showing you a lightsaber fight with her and Kylo. It's just sort of those sort of snippets of visions that she's having that is like, oh, there's an enemy out there and I'm probably going to have to face this guy. But she doesn't know, and she's not comprehending what it is yet. And it's all sort of mysterious. And it was meant to be that way. It was meant to be obscure and not really sort of on the nose, and like, this is going to be exactly what's about to happen in 15 minutes time.
Yeah. Because from being a Lost fan,
yeah,
there was a lot of things that were thrown out there. I've just rewatching it now.
That's cool. I love Lost. It's great.
It's amazing. But there are things where it's just like, oh, that never got followed up on. And I think as Star Wars fans, and especially hardcore fans, we do expect it all to make perfect sense.
Right.
And I often bring this up to people, is that it didn't happen. And they're telling a story, and the story had changes through it.
Yeah.
Sometimes they mess up.
Yes, of
Sometimes
course.
there is going to be a contradicting thing in there. And I think for a level of fan, that is very hard to comprehend.
It is. And I think they did that in the original trilogy a few times. I'm trying to remember, stuff with Luke and Leia and Han, that sort of love triangle going on that evolves through Jedi. And there was stuff in there, I'm sort of blanking in the moment, but I just remember as a kid watching that going, that doesn't make any sense, because they said this very clear thing in the previous movie and now they're contradicting it. So what's up with that?
Yeah. Or even then when you go to the prequels, and
that's true. Yeah.
Obi-Wan can't remember R2-D2 in Star Wars, but he name checks him about 18 times in Revenge of the Sith.
That's so funny. Well, hopefully, see, back then, Larry Kasdan would say that we never knew that we were going to make another movie. Like, they made, the original film, and then, they didn't know that they were, whether it was going to do any well. Everybody thought a lot of people thought it was going to be a disaster, didn't want to touch it. And then when they were, going to make Empire Strikes Back, they were sort of in a different position because it did so well. And whereas we're in a completely different position now, making episode 7, we know that they're making episode 8 and 9, and that they're going to make those films. So JJ and Kathy Kennedy and Lawrence Kasdan and Michael Arndt, they had all these discussions about where's it going to go. And I'm sure JJ, knows that there's certain things that is a setup that is going to probably affect things in the next film or the next film. And he's definitely talked to those other, filmmakers about where those certain things are going.
Yeah.
I don't know what they are.
Well, he has said publicly that, like Rian Johnson asked him to just tweak a few things so it would fit in.
Sure.
To hear the full 2-hour interview with Julian Smirk, Associate Editor of The Force Awakens, either go to steelwars.com, search for us on iTunes in the podcast section, or download our free iPhone app in the iTunes App Store. We go in depth on Julian's experience working on The Force Awakens. What's it like to work up close and personal with JJ Abrams on your dream job. We talk about deleted scenes. What else was going to go into Rey's Force-back vision? Did Han Solo turn on Kylo and Saber? How did the public reaction to trailers affect the behind-the-scenes team? Why did R2-D2 wake up when he did? What was the deal to the map to Luke Skywalker? And so much more. This is a unique behind-the-scenes look at one of the biggest films of all time. It has been hailed as a must-listen for fans of Star Wars The Force Awakens. So go click! And may that Force be with you.